Welcome to another session of Fractures of Reality. Currently, everyone is Thank you, Corax. Currently, everyone is experiencing a downtime, so there's not that much happening beyond some small activities like casually, poking someone's soul. Ryu got to meet his grandfather again, reunite. And that sort of thing. We resume.
Flora's gonna learn. And Flora's gonna learn how to cook. There's
We
no way
resume.
this could end badly.
We resume the downtime with everyone still at Appalachia. Does anyone have anything they would like to do?
Flora's going to buy cooking utensils.
Okay, well, it costs 1 gold.
I did not hear what you said.
1 gold.
1 gold.
And then she's gonna go over to the inn. And she's gonna go to the barkeep and be like, hey, could you teach me how to cook?
No.
Okay, is there someone that I would need to go to? Is there someone in the city that could possibly teach me?
No, if you wanted to learn cooking, you should go to the Adventurers Guild. You know, the one down south?
Okay. She heads out.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but like if you walked up to a random stranger and asked them to teach you how to cook, they're probably going to say no.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, anyone else have anything they would like to do?
I'm finally gonna get up.
Alright.
And imagine Jezebel is still on top of me.
Probably.
She's awake. She's just laying on the couch, just eyes closed, but she is lightly tapping a finger basically like on your back as she like tugs you close. So she's awake.
Jezebel, I need to get up today.
Why? Got nothing else to do today.
Yeah, but I wanna start working out. I'm doing this new workout routine called, I think it's called Yoja.
Oh, you don't want to be lazy with me on the couch? We haven't had time off for a while.
It's supposed to be relaxing.
Sounds like work.
I really want to get active though.
Oh, fine. She lets you go with a slightly small pout on her face. She goes, "Come back to me then when you want to be lazy."
Okay. And she goes outside.
Alright.
Morning, Corax.
Morning, Corax. And I want to talk to Jezebel real fast if you want to do your thing first.
What, my thing?
Yeah. If whatever you want, whatever you want to do, if you want to do that first.
Okay, she's going to take care of Starchild for a bit.
Starchild appreciates it.
Okay. Now she's gonna go do yoga.
Alright. Corax, you had a thing?
Yep. So, Jezebel, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need your help.
Jezebel slightly sits up, her hand leaning against the back of the couch as she raises an eyebrow. She goes, "You need my help?"
Yes. So, we have a bunch of free time when I'm on our hands, and I have no idea what to do with it.
She
Please
sneakers.
Please teach me how to relax.
Huh. she looks amused, but also slightly curious. And she goes, and then she gives us first. She goes, "Seems you and I are suffering from the same thing, aren't I? Aren't we?"
You have no idea what to do either, do you?
Not really. I'm slightly waiting to get more news from the Thieves Guild, but unfortunately, I might have told something to Dear Portrait I was not supposed to. So he might be holding out on me on purpose to get me to relax. So perhaps we could teach each other. This could be fun.
Or
So what do we
perhaps
do?
Literally, and she leans her head back against the couch, staring at the ceiling. Nothing.
Korax is going to mimic her as best she can.
Like,
and then,
Jezebel is like slouched in the couch, how you know her like legs are spread out, heads up on the back of the couch, staring up at the ceiling with her arms just splayed out. There's room for you, but yeah, she's literally the epitome of couch potato.
So Korax is basically doing her best to mimic Jezebel, and she's just got the most confused look at this face, like on her face, as in like, the hell is this seating position?
It's called the couch potato.
And heavy
I just made it
up.
up.
By the way, considering you're probably still wearing your armor, it's very uncomfortable.
And I think if you'll remember, Korax is not actually currently wearing her armor.
Alright, I'm sorry, I did forget that. Continue then.
Icons on the bottom. I mean, yeah, it's glamour studded leather, so.
I'm
Jezebel
sorry,
just kind
I
of
got it wrong. Continue.
Yeah, right. So,
Jezebel kind of like side glances over at Korax and then looks at me. She goes, "You're gonna copy me." It's not exactly a comfortable position.
then.
Do I know a really comfortable position? She gives a grin.
Against my better judgment, I'm going to say yes.
Jezebel slightly spins around in the couch and she puts her legs up on the back of like she's basically sitting down upside down. So her head is like leaning on the edge of the couch with her legs up against the wall.
Yeah, I know the position. So Korax is going to look really confused and then try it.
Jezebel just looks worried that she sneakers and she goes, "How do you feel? Comfy?"
So when does the relaxation happen? I'm waiting for a thing to happen that happen here.
Okay, Jezebel says, and then she leans over and she goes, "Close your eyes," and she closes her eyes.
Korax closes her eyes.
Jezebel stays quiet for a second and then opens an eye just to check on make sure Korax is actually
She is following your instructions to the letter.
okay. She's going to try to sneakily try to sit back up on the couch. Try to sit up right. Oh, I can't turn my character around. Oh, there we go. And then just slowly start to tiptoe away. And head outside.
You're probably gonna succeed, but let's just roll stealth just in case you get an nat 1.
Let's see.
You need. Yeah,
Nope.
I know. Yeah, I think you literally would have needed a nat 1 to fail that.
Yep.
I knew you were probably not going to fail, but I still wanted to roll just in case you did get one.
Yeah.
No, I was actually gonna ask you if I could just to see, yeah, if I actually failed because yeah, basically Jezebel just like is letting you like stay like that and just walking outside, and then she just if there's a window, she kind of hides underneath the window, and then watches you inside to see what you do.
There
Or
are
if you
no
notice, she
windows.
even left.
There is no movement. Korax is following your instructions to the letter.
Are you falling asleep?
Thorax may also be able to hear some cooking.
Yes, Clara, but don't interrupt.
Sorry.
How long does too many C names, Korax. How long does Korax continue like this?
Until relaxation happens, or until Jezebel all comes back and tells her to stop.
Roll me
She's very patient.
True.
what's lower, your intelligence or your wisdom?
My wisdom.
I thought so. Yeah, roll me just a straight wisdom check. So, you're laying like this, and slowly but surely the blood is rising to your head. And you begin to think. Your mind starts to wander. You think about how you're waiting, you wonder what you're waiting for, and then your thoughts go to your family. You wonder how your brother is doing, if he's still captured or if they managed to free him. And as your mind wanders,
Who captured him?
your body instinctively relaxes for a fraction of a second before your mind immediately notices it and you stiffen back up.
So close. Yet so far.
Do I notice this?
You think you just experienced relaxed.
Whoa.
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 Wow.
Yep. That was weird.
Oh.
So without opening her, so without opening her eyes, she's just gonna say, thinking Jezebel is still on the couch next to her. She's just gonna say, "I think I had it for a moment, Jezebel."
Jezebel, she was kind of like glancing aside, actually looks surprised. She kind of looks over her eyes wide and she goes, "Oh, really?" Her voice is
like Korax opens her eyes, just tries to twist up and look at you, and just tumbles off the couch.
Nice.
Jezebel, she looks surprised and then quickly covers her mouth, trying to stifle her laugh and her smile at just how very ungraceful Korax just is and how she's not quite used to that. And she just, "Are you okay, dear?"
And it staggers. It staggers to her feet, like the blood's kind of like all that blood that went to her head is now rushing downwards again. Ugh.
Jezebel still looked to me that she slowly walks over to Korax and with her hand she goes, "Easy, easy. You don't want to tumble again." But you actually
deserted me.
she holds her hands up with a big old grin. She goes, "But it worked, didn't it? He said it was just for a second, right?"
Yeah.
She puts her hands on her hips and pulls on her chest. "You're welcome."
Korax, I want you to add this to your character sheet.
Huh?
Let me write it out really quick.
Yeah. Where should I put it?
Just under our abilities and that, where your class stuff goes.
Okay.
You want me to wait or can I say something real quick?
Go for it. You can say something.
Okay, so her joke now end. She walks over to Korax now and pats her shoulder. She goes, "All right, all right. Joking aside, I'm glad you're able to feel some relaxation. Usually, though, for real, the usual way that I tend to relax is I get a few drinks.
You know, I used to do that too, but it hasn't been working the last few times.
Oh? This one now narrows her eyes, rubbing her chin, intrigued. So you've never been drunk in a while, have you? How long is a
been
while?
very long.
Alright, I've gotten the traits for routine. Are you ready, Corax?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Hey, you're welcome. I gave you a free feature.
Okay, that. Okay, what do I call? Okay, yeah. Let's see. Realization. Source. Other. Source type. Divine.
So now you can relax as an action.
Yay!
Amazing.
It worked. That was supposed to be just a joke. I gave you something for it. You're welcome. But all right. Other than that, Jezebel actually does look very intrigued, and she goes, "Well, what exactly did you drink that got you, let's say, almost blackout drunk, or at least enough to have a good time?"
In boot camp. Back in back before my parents sent me out to the monastery. Believe it or not, I was a bit of a hellion in my adolescent years.
Ooh,
A Asian rum was my poison of choice. Haven't been able to find that lately.
rum. Huh? That's not a bad drink. You just gave Jezebel an idea. Jezebel actually rubs her chin in great intrigue, and then she goes, I mean, I do know we're supposed to relax something like that, but I did say that a good way to relax is to get a good drink. Let's say we maybe hunt down this drink and see if we can find it.
It's well, a Asian rum does not come cheap. Rum in general, I have no idea.
Well, we don't know unless we try. We can probably buy as much as we can find and then see which ones work. Think of it like a drinking competition.
Sure, why not?
We're gonna end up being alcoholics by the end of this.
That's what it already is. I mean, she hasn't been able to do so in a while, but she actually, like she just said, she drinks to relax. She hasn't had time to do so lately.
All right.
I enjoy. Let's just say I enjoy role playing and being drunk, and I haven't gotten to do it in a while.
I know, and this will be my first time trying it out. So, because I wasn't allowed to the first time with Hikari, if I recall.
Well, that's what you get for playing a minor.
Okay.
Wait, why did you do it with Rura? You had no excuse then.
She's innocent, man. Jezebel's not.
Right.
Yeah, Rura couldn't quite impart that onto her.
No, not Rura.
All right. You guys finished with your scene?
For now.
Yeah, so Jezebel is basically starting to plan with Korax about hunting down some rum.
Alright, well, we'll continue that a little later. For now, Clara, you wanted to learn how to cook, so your father brings you into the kitchen, and he hands you some flour, milk, and eggs.
So what am I making with these?
You'll be making pasta.
Oh, I thought you were going to be baking a cake.
That's a bit too complicated for someone who's never cooked before.
There.
How do I make pasta with eggs?
He places down a bowl.
She follows his instructions anyway.
So
Since
he
her father
starts.
has so many more years.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to instruct you if you stopped interrupting me.
Sorry.
So, he starts off by placing down the bowl and the ingredients. He pours in some cups of flour and then cracks the eggs and adds a little milk. Then he hands you a wooden spoon and instructs you to stir it.
She
You're not
does so.
You're not really supposed to add milk, but it makes it makes it a little sweeter. So yeah. Great time,
Question
Jack.
is,
Look,
que-
I
the question.
I don't make pasta. Anyway,
I know
Master
how
Chef would
pasta is
be
made.
horrified.
I actually do know how pasta is made.
I'm close enough.
And it's kind of like trying to bake bread and then you try to flatten it out and then cut it and then
I
let it
do know
rest.
I do know how pasta is made. I just never cook it because it makes me sick.
Ah,
Anyway, so you stir it.
yeah. How fast do you stir it?
That's a good question. How fast do I need to stir it, Dad?
Medium.
She starts to stir at medium.
Medium speed. Okay. I was gonna imagine she would just immediately go fast and start spilling it everywhere.
So you mix it and you mix it, and your hands start to get really sore because mixing by hand is really hard. But you do eventually get the mixture together and make it into an actual proper dough. He brings out a wooden board and places the dough down on it, and then he tells you to roll it together and get it into a ball.
What she does. Do you
And
want me to roll
kneading it.
anything for any of this?
He hands you a rolling pin, so he instructs you to use that basically.
I meant dice roll.
No, you're getting
Okay.
instructed in this. It's not a dice roll.
Okay. So she does so.
Alright. Then, once you've flattened it out, he hands you a knife and then instructs you to cut it into thin strips.
But she does so.
Oh no, he gave her a knife.
And once that's done, he fills a pot. He fills a pot with water from the pond outside, and then he places it on the stove, shows you what temperature to put it on, turns it on, and then he instructs you to put the pasta into the pot.
Okay, and she does so.
And you wait for however long it takes to cook, and then it's cooked, and he places it on a plate and says, "There you go, you've made pasta."
The
Hooray!
pasta usually takes about 5 minutes to cook.
Oh, there you
She's
go.
going to taste her own pasta.
It tastes like pasta.
Hey, Jez and Korax, would you like some pasta? Korax is muted, and so is Jez. I made it myself.
And squints suspiciously.
Neither of the foxes are wearing hairnets.
That is frankly the least of my worries when it comes to Chlora cooking.
I tasted it myself. It's not that bad.
Does the kitchen smell like a war zone, DM?
Nope, it smells like pasta.
gives it a taste.
It tastes like pasta.
Fish pasta.
Eh. Eh. That's all Korax has to say. Just eh.
What about you, Jezebel?
Jezebel was trying to like back away a little bit and try to get out of sight, but it was a little too late on that. And as she gives a bit of a weird smile, she goes, "I'll maybe try it later, dear. I'm not very hungry at the moment."
Okay. I
Do
hear it
you-
tastes better fresh, though.
Are you planning on sharing it with everyone or just them? Laura.
Everyone.
Alright. So, Cicada.
Yep.
Laura approaches you with pasta.
Ooh,
Would you like some pasta? I cooked it myself.
you did? Oh, I'd like
Yeah,
some.
my dad helped.
Okay. I'll try some pasta. It tastes like fresh pasta.
Yep.
Is this your first attempt?
Yep.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I haven't had
Actually goes to Ryu.
What were you going to say,
So we-
Cicada? Clara? What were you going to
Right.
say, Cicada?
I haven't had fresh pasta in forever.
Thanks. Hugs.
Oh.
I gotta see
Alright.
what Ryu thinks.
Ryu, you are approached by Clara with fresh pasta.
Would you like some pasta? I made it myself.
Pasta?
Yeah, my dad helped me.
I actually don't think I've ever had that before.
Ryu has never had pasta?
It looks like the. It looks the. It looks like the. It looks like the ramen, and that they would make in my village.
The same thing.
And you said you made this yourself?
With my dad's assistance, yep.
Have you taste tested it?
Yes. It tastes like pasta.
Well, then I can't see. Well, then I suppose nothing can go wrong here.
You take a bite. It tastes like pasta.
It's pasta.
Okay, that's not bad. It doesn't. It's tastes awfully different from what we have at home. But it's well, it's still got. I guess us outside races is cook noodles differently, right? I guess.
I guess so. She shrugs. I can see what Charlotte thinks now.
Boy.
Clara comes up to the lab and knocks on the door.
You can hear the commotion inside. I'm not touching it. I just sat down near it.
Cox gun.
I'm just sitting here.
Your finger is legitly touching it.
No, it's
I
not.
brought some pasta.
Does your pasta come with chairs?
No.
A
There are chairs
precise gunshot.
inside.
A precise gunshot shoots next to Clara.
Bleh.
Oh, sorry, that was something else. Hey, Clara.
Would you like some pasta?
Not even phased.
Sure. I'll take a pasta.
And after Charlotte's taken a bite or two, she says, "I made it myself."
Charlotte hands back the pasta.
Before or after eating it?
Well, I mean, after Clara said that, then yes, Charlotte would take back the pasta.
My dad helped me.
Trello pick up the pasta again.
Would you
It
like some
tastes like
pasta,
pasta.
Well, thank you. I'm going to see if I can learn cooking.
Make sure you're being supervised, I guess.
I just forgot the other person's name.
Raichi.
Hey, Raichi, would you like some pasta?
She hops off the table, slightly bumping a tool, and walks over to take the plate. I'll take what's left, thanks.
She gives her what's left.
You don't even eat food.
You haven't eaten any food today.
Charlotte squints at her and disappears from existence with a
Right.
pop.
Raichi places the plate down on where she was sitting.
Well, have
What?
fun.
Raichi gives you a salute.
Clara walks away. And then sees Charlotte over by a cicada.
Yeah, Cicada was in the middle of a sitting yoga pose, and then Charlotte shows up, gives her a fright, and then she just falls over.
Oh,
How?
you're still good.
Blech.
So, are you free right now, Cicada? I need to test something real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Okay.
How did you get over there?
Charlotte was testing some new teleportation power.
Yeah, teleportation.
I see.
She currently has. She's currently linked to me at the moment, and Raichi, I think.
Yeah, that's
No.
how that works.
Oh, can you do me next?
Nope, only one person. Raichi is no longer linked.
Oh yeah, no, Charlotte's lying. She's trying to
Okay.
give out the least consistent information possible. I know
just
that.
I just wanted to make sure you were clear on that. Okay, continue.
Yeah.
Okay. She's currently linked to me at the moment.
In Raichi, because you don't know that.
Yeah.
Can you do me next?
Takes a bit of my own energy to do that. Gloria, it's a little complicated science stuff. You gotta understand.
Did you enjoy the pasta?
Yeah.
She just has these little stars gleaming in her eyes. She's like, "Yay! Everyone likes my pasta."
It tastes like pasta. So, maybe you should add some stuff to it to give it more flavor. I don't know. I'm not a big cook.
Okay.
Tomato sauce.
Yeah, that word.
See what my dad can teach me. Clara's gonna learn from her dad.
Okay.
All right.
Meanwhile,
so with that, we will get to Nickel. Just quickly, I want to mention this. Raichi just covers the pasta in a cloth, and leaves a little note saying, "Please do eat something today." And then she heads downstairs to take a nap.
okay.
Okay. Charlotte would motion Cicada back to the lab.
Alrighty.
She would see the note, start to eat a little bit more of the pasta, put it back on, cover it. Always worried. Alright, ready? I want to try something a little different today.
Oh, would you mind telling me what that different thing is this
Oh.
time?
Best way to describe it, I'm trying to see what would happen if I move a soul. And I can move my soul to different parts that already house bits of it. For example, the mini U's.
Hello.
Yeah. I can technically move my own mind to it, but I want to see what happens when I try to move someone else's mind to it.
Is this gonna be safe? Especially
Yeah.
given my irregular soul.
Well, I don't think that's your soul, so it should be fine.
Hmm, okay. Eh,
So I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna need an empty soul vessel first. But I figured if we swap, I want to see what happened.
Oh jeez. Swap souls?
Well, swap bodies is more accurate, I guess. We still have our own souls, of course.
Uh,
I'll return it. Don't worry.
ok- okay.
Cicada, we went this far. I'm not willing to back out now.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Charlie gives a thumbs up.
So, you put on your
I always wondered what it'd be like to be a rabbit person.
you put on your soul seeing goggles, and you're able to look down and see your own soul. And you're able to see Cicada's soul. And you're able to see the tiny soul that's hiding behind hers. Now, the question I've got for you is, do you try to move just Cicada's soul, or do you try to move both Cicada's soul and the tiny soul?
Oh, definitely just Cicada's soul. I have an idea, and I just want to move just Cicada's in mine.
So, as you move Cicada's soul, Cicada, everything goes dark for you. And for a moment, you have no senses. You can't even feel your own body.
Total sensory deprivation. Got it.
Charlotte? No, is it Charlotte? Yeah, it's Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlie.
I'm sorry, there's too many C names. It's really hard to keep track. You gently grab your own soul, and you do it in one swift motion. You pull your soul out of your body and swap the souls over. You briefly see the tiny soul continue to follow Cicada's soul. And then all your vision goes dark. Both of you experience a moment of confusion, as you're both around the same size, but now you've got this weird itch on the back of your body, Charlotte, and your tail seems heavier as well. And your mouth doesn't move quite like you remember. In fact, you're not entirely sure how to even talk with the mouth that Cicada has. As for you, Cicada, you feel an absence of something that you had that you didn't have, but then you got, and now it's lost again. And you can't feel your tail anymore. Also, there's a weird itch to the sides of your heads around your ears. It's almost like they've gotten weirdly stretched out. And you're also having trouble speaking yourself because your beak is gone. How do you speak without a beak? And
Weird tea.
like when I say speak, I mean you can open and close your mouth, but you have no idea. None of you, neither of you have any idea how to make vowel sounds or consonants or anything. So you can just sort of go ah, 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 ah.
Ah.
You do have your vision though.
Do I still have my telepathy powers?
You do. You do have that.
I
Oh my
can't.
goodness.
Charlotte, how do you talk with this?
I could ask you the same. I can't speak. I feel taller.
I feel shorter. With what are these ears?
Yes, it sucks to be short, doesn't it? You learn to live with it.
I've always been short before you arrived.
Well, now you're shorter.
And you
All right.
you hear with these things? Everything's so
No,
much louder now.
I can't hear well with yours either. It's really confusing, but this is technically a success. So
You're probably going to need these. She hands her the goggles that she is currently wearing.
Oh yeah, with the goggles
uh,
on, you were able to see souls, by the way.
Weird.
Would you like to describe what they look like, Charlotte?
the balls of fire, both of them. Charlotte's especially is, but they all have a different hue to them. You can tell one a normal soul like a horse or an animal. They have a bluish flame to them, more alive, more brighter. Then you see a mixture of what Charlotte has made so far, and they're all silver, smaller, and even Charlotte's own soul is dimmer because of it. But they're scattered.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
gonna need that.
Okay.
So, what do you guys do now?
I'm gonna put on those goggles, and I'm gonna check for that tiny soul.
The tiny soul is still attached to Cicadas.
Cicada's soul or Cicada's body?
Soul.
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
It follows Cicada's
Oh.
soul.
Alright, just making sure.
So, what do we do now?
I can try and swap us back. Might take a moment.
Try to swap us back. That's encouraging.
Would you be able to do it with my body, though?
Sure, I can give you instructions, worst case.
Oh, jeez.
But I should be able to.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean,
So-
worst case, I think I can travel to a mini Charlotte and have the mini Charlotte do it.
So you're going to.
I mean, yeah.
So you're going to revert now?
Oh no, this is opportunities, and Charlotte knows this. Charlotte's gonna walk outside. I'll do it back in a day or so.
What in a day? Wait,
Oh,
you're not
that's
just gonna
fine.
be you're not gonna be running around in my body, are you?
So
Oh,
let me just change control of each token.
Oh
okay.
boy.
I have to. I'm sorry. This is like the perfect opportunities.
I have to. No, you don't have to. You're choosing to. There's a difference.
And we'll make these one visible, and then we'll make this one represent Annie, and then
Okay.
we'll have it controlled by Charlotte.
So,
Save settings.
a number of things you can do as Cicada.
And then
I want
this-
to attempt to fly. That's what comes to my mind first.
Oh boy, flying. You can fly up to twice your movement speed.
and this one control.
If you know how to fly.
Alright, you should both have control of the other's token now.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So-
Scarlett's gonna try and fly.
Alright,
That's the
well,
only reason why you wanted the body.
okay, so you have no idea how to use the wings.
You want to try to fly?
So I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
to make a. Yeah, we'll make it a dexterity check. Cicada, would you roll that, please?
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
body thing.
dexterity. Okay. Let's see if I can click this. 21.
It takes you a little bit to kind of work out how to move the muscles on your back, but you do manage to get a general idea. And your flight is super shaky, and you kind of keep falling out of the sky a bit, but you manage to fly at least a little bit. You can't go very far or high, but you're sort of getting there. Flying with 4 wings is quite difficult.
This is really cool.
I know, right?
This
Man, I
is
can-
really cool.
Ryu and everyone, you're around the house, so you see Cicada struggling to fly with Charlotte cheering her on.
So, here are a number of other things you can do as Cicada. You can
Yes.
mimic sounds that you've heard. You can understand the speech of insects.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You can hear a
You're
voice.
the
You can hear a voice attached to your clothing going, "Hey, would you stop shaking so much? You're making me sick."
Ah, what's in there?
It's Crikey.
So
And
what
that's
were
just
you,
Crikey.
what were you gonna say, Jezebel?
I kind of want to react to seeing poor cicada flying around weirdly, but I might wait a little bit.
All right. Well, what do you do
Unless
next?
someone else is gonna do something.
Does anyone else have anything they would like to do about the situation?
You can. Okay.
Ryu is looking up confused, like a that's odd. I thought cicada had gotten used to her wings by now.
All right.
Another.
The Charlotte cicada will try to land now.
Okay. Land with.
Wait, how do I stop?
You still can't
Brakes
speak.
on this thing.
You still can't speak. So, do you say that mentally, or do you try to say that out loud?
Kind of both. I would try to say it out loud first and realize I can't speak, and then I'm gonna say it mentally.
So you will
Spread
hear.
your wings
You will
out.
hear Cicada go. "Eh!" And then she falls to the ground and she tries to land on her feet and then goes face forward and face plants.
Help.
Oh,
Are you okay? I
My
was gonna
body.
say, you just try to glide down, have your wings spread out to catch
Your
the
body.
air.
Your body is in pain.
Eh,
just hears the squawk, the familiar squawk, and heads out to go check on cicada. She goes, "What was that?"
uh-oh.
Whenever cicada cries in pain, Jezebel appears.
You see the two turn and stare at you.
Like,
We're just
like
ow,
two.
ow. We're testing. How do you talk with this? I
Like
keep
two
Use
biting my
the
children and their
tongue.
word.
mother doing naughty things.
I'm assuming you tell it telepathically.
Yeah. I tell her, how do you talk with this thing? I keep biting my tongue all the time.
Use your lips.
Eh,
Use your lips.
lips.
Jezebel's eyebrow raises up for a second as she stares at the both of you with a very contemplating and stern look. And then she'll slowly walk towards you both. And then put her hands on her hip and she goes, "What did you do?"
Who should look into with that one? This matters.
I'm looking to both of you.
No. You can't look at only one. Who
No, I'm
you
looking
looking
for
at?
both of you. I'm waiting for an explanation because I'm figuring out what's going on. And I know Cicada usually answers me first.
I'm going to telepathically talk to Charlotte for a moment and say, do I just tell her?
No. We can. I got away. Plus,
Okay, just
I don't want to. I don't want to deal with her wrath right now. Not today.
You see them both share a glance, Jezebel.
What was the last thing Jezebel said verbally? I'm gonna
What?
repeat that.
What do you mean? What did I say? What did I say before?
Yeah.
oh boy.
I said, "What did you do?"
Charlotte's gonna point to you and mimic that.
Oh my, what did you do?
I look over to Cicada now, the supposed Cicada.
Uh,
And gonna be like, "What did you do?"
So,
Charlotte. Charlotte. Yeah.
Neku, you don't
Yes.
have the same benefit that Cicada has, where she
Ah.
was given a voice, so you can only mimic.
Right. That's what I was trying to do. I thought that was the thing.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to make that clear is all.
Yeah. I'm gonna point to Charlotte.
All right then. I'm still looking at Cicada. What did Charlotte do?
you mean cicada?
Well,
Okay.
because Cicada is pointing to Charlotte, but I'm still
Uh,
keeping my eyes on Cicada, and I'm
To
asking,
make
what did Charlotte
to
do?
make things easier, Becca, you're Charlotte. Neku, you're Cicada. Okay.
All right. Cicada points to Charlotte, and she repeats the word "do,"
uh,
and then she points to her lips or her beak.
Your beak.
we were, okay.
Go ahead and talk, Charlotte.
Uh, she's
This is the
trying.
this is the first that both of you have been speechless, so to speak. She now looks over to Charlotte.
So,
Usually, you're quite talkative, dear.
so
Alright.
Cicada, I mean Becca, would you roll me with Charlotte's seat a wisdom save?
Wisdom.
So
Okay.
Neku, roll me a wisdom save with Charlotte's sheet.
Oh, that's not fair.
You're in her
Oh
body.
wow.
Great,
Okay,
that's a
that's
failure.
not fair.
So
Yeah.
Becca, aka Charlotte, you feel a sudden surge of magic, and it's like a switch was activated in your mind, and suddenly you know how to talk.
Okay.
Because that was part of the pact that you'd have your own voice. So the pact activated.
Oh jeez.
That's what the wisdom save was for. So now you can speak.
Okay, I'm gonna try and mimic Charlotte's voice
You can't.
in this.
You can't mimic. It will be in. It will be in Charlotte's voice.
Oh. Okay.
Besides, that would kind of be
we
a
were
dead
just.
giveaway if you were able to do it in Charlotte's body.
Pardon me. We were just testing something.
Arrow insight.
Yes. Roll it.
Well, it's not technically a lie.
Insight isn't just to discern lines. It's to
I'm-
suss out
I'm
a
looking-
situation.
Yes, I'm looking at the behavior patterns on
Based
Charlotte
on-
to see if anything is off.
Based on that, you can tell something is definitely off, but you don't think they're lying. They are indeed testing something.
Don't
Hmm.
worry about it.
Oh no, dear, I am very worried. She says, matter of fact, as she crosses her arms over her chest now. Whenever you do your testing, it usually ends up in something exploding or something else that may go wrong.
Cicada looks rather annoyed at this.
Do I notice this?
Roll me a straight intelligence check, Jezebel.
Oh, I'm not good at intelligence. All right, let's see. Nope.
9.
Something strange is definitely happening, but you haven't seen enough to work out what yet.
Right. She knows. She gives you both like the motherly, suspicious look. Like she knows you're up to something. She doesn't know what, but she is going to figure it out. So for now, she just sighs and she goes, "All right then, keep your secrets, as long as nobody is hurt or damaged in whatever experiment you do." And then
Okay.
she goes over to Cicada and pulls her into her chest into a hug.
You hear a weird, confused, like, sound from her.
Well, I'm kind of used to that, so I probably wouldn't need to suss on that.
Yeah. Got him.
And then, but I do grab Cicada's face. I look her over, like tenderly, like, "Are you all right, dear? She didn't do anything too bad to you, did she?"
There was a pause, and then she shakes her head. No.
Jezebel recalls what you said before, or what you motioned before when you pointed to Charlotte and her beak, and then she goes to Charlotte. She goes, "Did you take her ability to talk?" I'm asking Charlotte. I'm asking you, Becca.
Oh boy. Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of, dear?
It's
Charlotte,
complicated.
Charlotte like yells at Cicada mentally now. Do not sell me out.
That's
It's
so
a
weird.
complicated procedure. we
You'll
are
be
experimenting with different packs.
packed.
Yeah.
She will be able to speak later, though. Yes.
Yeah. We'll swap back eventually.
Swap
Well-
back.
I
Damn it.
hate
Jezebel's
you.
eyes
I
widen
hate
for
you.
a second at
I
that.
hate you.
Look, Cicada is bad at keeping secrets, okay?
It's fine. That was perfectly
It
timed.
was
Is everything all right over here?
We're talking about packs, don't worry about it.
Jezebel immediately frowns and then glares at Cicada.
Flora comes out with more food.
Roll an intelligence
The
check, Jezebel, with advantage.
Please be dumb.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you know exactly who you're holding.
Perfect. Thank you, RGN gods. Jezebel stares basically into the pit of your flippant soul.
It's
Her,
very
like, pink
shiny
eyes.
and silver.
Everything
And
okay?
and she just then she doesn't answer anybody. She just continues to glare at Cicada, and then she gives a evil grin, and then grabs your cheeks and squishes them a little higher than usual. And she goes, "This is reversible, yes." She squeezes your cheeks harder. Use your words, dear.
Mm.
You can mimic, yes.
She has. Oh yeah, she did say
She
yes.
did
I
say
did.
yes.
Yes, and in Jezebel's voice.
She continues to hold you tight for a second and then lets go. She goes, "Good," and leans back up. And then walks over to your body with Cicada, immediately grabs you up and into her arms and hugs you and cuddles you close. And she goes, "Then I'll be able to keep Cicada like this for a bit then," and starts to walk away with Cicada in her arms.
Oh no!
I do not consent to that. That's like
You're
that's not
You're
fair.
not Charlotte right now. You're not the regular Charlotte. As punishment, Jezebel says over her shoulder, still carrying your body with Cicada in it, "I get to dote on Cicada in this body."
Becca. Charlotte. You know, it actually feels quite nice to be petted.
Oh my god.
It's sort
So
of like
as
a nice shivering sensation with the fur.
so yeah, Jezebel is basically carrying to everybody else's eyes. Jezebel is carrying Charlotte in her arms into the house as she says, don't mind me. Or don't mind us. I'm just gonna cuddle Cicada for a bit.
You mean Charlotte?
No, she says Cicada on purpose.
Oh.
Yeah.
She found
Cicada looks heartbroken.
Charlotte is just horribly confused.
Oh.
So, just because you guys have been doing a lot, Ryu, you wanted to react to all this?
Yeah, he was wondering. He's like, first he's hearing the crash. Now he's hearing all. Now he's hearing all. Now, first he heard the crash. Now he's seeing everybody have this discussion, so to speak. And he's confused.
Clara, you wanted
Clara's
to
confused
react
too.
as well? Okay. Clorax, did you want to react?
Not really.
Okay.
Alright. So how long do you guys keep yourselves swapped?
Up to Jezebel at this point.
Yeah, that's up to Jezebel.
How long
You
do
said
you
you would switch back.
How long do you keep Charlotte hostage?
Until Charlotte learns her lesson.
Which is how long exactly?
We'll say an hour.
Alright, so you swap back after an hour?
Yeah.
Neku? Neku? Neku!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they disconnected.
Oh, so that's why you weren't responding.
Uh-oh, Discord being a butt again?
Uh,
Oh.
I'm gonna
give
go
them
with
a
yes.
Give them a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the meantime, eventually, Cicada in the body of Charlotte eventually consents to Jezebel that yes, they swap bodies.
Jezebel looks a little concerned and she goes, you know this is not something that's common, dear. You realize there could be a lot of dangers for this, yes?
Eh, I
She's talking to you in your mind now, by the way, because she knows it's, well, more so, I guess, also just, oh.
Alright, welcome back. You there?
Ooh.
Hmm.
If you're talking, we still can't hear you.
You. Oh, there we go.
Let-
There we go.
You lit up for a moment.
Okay, hang on.
there
Yay.
Now I can hear you.
Alright, I'm back.
we
Welcome back.
Alright. So yeah. After an hour or so, you do both then swap back.
Okay. That was an adventure.
Yeah, that was weird.
Once again, the tiny soul follows Cicada back to their body.
Hmm. Okay.
Sorry.
Jezebel just sighs your head. She goes, it doesn't seem something that's normal, dear. You do realize that
know.
it might be quite dangerous. What if you never were able to change back?
Sorry. But I trusted Charlotte had a backup plan for that. I also
Uh,
really wanted to know what it was like to be a rabbit person.
Oh? Well, I guess I can't be
But,
too upset with Charlotte.
I think Jezebel hasn't figured this out yet, but You know, if you ever need something to get her to forgive you, Neku, you could mention that it works with anyone.
Uh-oh.
Just
Oh,
just
jeez.
to keep that in mind.
Okay.
You have ideas, Lala. How dare you? Anyway, since you have permission, you gave permission to Charlotte to do so, as well as that you did trust her, which I do as well. I won't be too upset with her. The only thing is maybe don't lie about it.
Sorry. It was Charlotte's idea and I panicked.
I know. I'm not completely blaming you, dear. You're too innocent and too nice to be able to lie pretty easily. More so, just make sure you let somebody know, off the off chance that maybe you both were unconscious.
Oh,
You ever
right.
think of that? We wouldn't know really what to do, or we would assume something was wrong.
I'm sorry. Well, Raichi was there.
Right? She went to take a nap.
And I'll about say, I mean, no offense to dear Charlotte's partner, but I'm not entirely sure they're the best backup to have.
I disagree.
I said what I said.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay, dear. She lightly rubs the top of your head, being careful of your cute little antennas. Just next time, just a heads up, that's all. All right? That's all I ask.
Okay.
And of course, please, no more lying. If something did happen, I'd like to know. I wouldn't have been so upset if you at least told me what happened.
Okay. Okay.
Good. As long as you're okay.
Yeah. It was a surreal experience, though. Like, how do you even talk with lips and teeth? It's so weird.
Well, it seems you at least had a good time when it happened. So, as long as there's not any lasting, lingering effects that are negative, then, Jezebel now looks now she looks thoughtful a little bit. She goes, "That is an interesting concept, especially if it only lasts temporarily."
But being able to switch bodies? Yeah, it is weird.
Jezebel again looks kind of thoughtful, and then she looks to Cicada and she goes, "So how was it?"
Uh,
Cicada,
it's like I could.
as you're about to answer her, you suddenly freeze in place, and you feel as if someone is standing right behind you.
Uh,
Do you turn to look?
she kind of glances slowly back.
You see no one there, but you can feel it. Can't see anything, even with your sight. But you feel a
Nothing
set
wrong,
of
dear.
eyes staring at you, watching you. I know you
she,
have true sight, Clara. You don't see anything.
Okay.
Cicada, what do
she's
you do?
she's not talking. She's just kind of a little concerned, frozen even.
This kind of alerts Jezebel a bit, noticing the sudden change, and she looks concerned. She goes, "Cicada, what is it?"
Um, she kind of snaps out of it. I imagine the feeling immediately goes away.
Nope, it's still there.
No. Uh, it. I don't know. There's this weird feeling like I'm being watched.
Like, you're being watched. By what?
Yeah.
Jezebel
I
starts to look around.
I don't no. It's a little unnerving.
Do you feel any hostile intent?
I don't think so. It's just a little creepy. It might have something to do with my soul.
Do you try to follow the feeling at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and follow it.
So you turn around and you do see Corax there, and you take a step to follow the feeling, and the feeling gets stronger as you feel yourself continuing to walk forward up the deep black stairs in a featureless void. And then you slam into the wall and the feeling fades.
Well,
Okay.
Isabel kind of flinches when she runs to the wall and rushes over. She goes, "Okay, okay, dear, easy. What happened?"
Okay. Okay. It's gone.
So you saw something.
No, I felt something. It was a little unnerving. And I tried to follow that sensation, and then I hit a wall. And now it's gone.
Hmm. Isabel looks concerned, and then around the wall she goes, "Maybe we should do a bit of a perimeter walk around here, or maybe we should tell Cricket that his defenses on the house may not be as good as he thinks it is."
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I think it might have something to do with my soul. There's like Charlotte saw it first with her new goggles. There was this smaller soul hidden behind my soul. Like they were both connected.
Jezebel looks quite confused. She goes, "Okay, slow down, dear. Souls.
Yeah.
Charlotte saw your soul and said it's connected to something?"
Think like yesterday she tried. Okay, please don't get mad at her. But
Jezebel kind of grits her teeth.
it's like I wanted to figure out what it was too. So she poked it, and then we had this weird vision.
Jezebel takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. And then she puts her hands together to her mouth and she goes, "Let me get this straight. These past couple days that we've had for relaxation, Charlotte has been poking at your soul."
But I gave her permission. I trusted her with it.
"Yes, but you did not think that it'd be wise to tell us this in case something went wrong."
Eh. I'm sorry for not telling you.
She just sighs and she takes that. She goes, "Dear, I love you. I truly do. But goodness, all of you are stressing me out.
I'm sorry.
Just a heads up would be nice, because not only has she been poking and prodding at something that is considered quite delicate, I believe. May not know a whole lot about souls, but it is your soul we're talking about. But now you're seeing or sensing some kind of entity that apparently we cannot see."
I think this might be really important, though. I didn't want
Yes.
any of you to worry about it.
Well, we're worried now, dear. We would have been worried if you hadn't told us.
Sorry.
At least me overall, she says as she rubs her temples now. She just takes a deep sigh and tries to relax her. She goes, "That rum sounds pretty good right now."
Hmm.
Anyway, don't mind me, dear. I'm all for knowing things. You know me. I am the information gatherer. I believe knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we can be cautious and be safe. The fact that you kind of slightly kept this from me, I am upset about. But I understand in a way, and it also is your business. So whether you chose to tell me or not is fine. But I know now, so I would like to at least be somewhat kept into the loop from here on, from here onward, for more of the experiments, especially on the fact that you did see something that we cannot see. You can see the concern about that, yes.
Yeah. It's not that I saw anything, it's that I felt it.
Still, you did feel something, and I'm trusting you for what it is you felt.
Yeah.
Whether we know it's hostile or not is up in the air, but it's better to figure out quickly if it is or not. If it is a threat
Right.
to you, we need to make sure that we deal with it.
Right. I may have to chat with Cricket about this.
Indeed. Now,
See
I
what
don't know all this talk about souls. This is definitely beyond my own knowledge and capabilities. So I'm trusting
Okay.
Shar to take care of you. But
Okay.
at least updates would be beneficial, especially for
Okay.
whatever this entity you are feeling. Please.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I ask.
Okay. I'm sorry again.
We just don't want to have a repeat, dear, of you being taken over by an entity and walking. This time was walking to the wall. We don't need you walking out the door and disappearing for a couple of days like we used to.
Right. I wasn't possessed this time, I swear.
Yes. But still, let's not go back to old habits. And she lightly pets your head.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go talk to Cricket now.
All right then. She steps aside to let you go on your way.
Yeah.
Do you head
And
up?
once you're over, she yells out, "Horace, just want to get that room. I could use some really bad right now."
So, do you head to your room, to the couch, or where?
I'm gonna go straight to my room.
Okay.
And while I figure out what to do what to talk to Cricket about, everybody else can go next.
No, we're doing this now.
Really? Okay.
Well, look,
Because the moment you go to contact Cricket, you experience the sensation again. And you arrive
Uh,
back at the stairway. Give me just a moment.
oh God. What have I unleashed?
Stupid thing.
Which dark?
You find yourself
Dark.
in a featureless void.
Mhm.
Your feet are still walking up the stairway. The stairway is also black, like the entire area around you. But it's solid, and you can somehow see it amidst the blackness, as if it's very slight shade of purple.
Okay.
You can feel the gaze of something ahead of you. You're slowly walking towards it. Higher and higher. Until you finally see it. A deep onyx structure hovering in the middle of darkness. You scale higher, and begin to make out more features. 4 pillars with a roof over the top. All sides open, and a square bottom. The square being a bed with a blanket and a pillow, same inky blackness. A figure sits in the bed, as dark as the landscape around you. At first, you can only see their eyes. But as you get closer, you begin to pick out colors muted by the darkness. Colors that were probably once very bright and colorful. You come to a stop as you reach the top of the stairs, 5 steps away from the bed. You look to the figure and you feel your fingers curl. Oh, oh, 1 second. I got a phone call. Sorry. I had to come. Should have put my phone on mute. My bad then. You feel your eyes stare at the figure, and you feel your hands curl into fists. It opens its mouth and speaks something, but the words, you don't understand them. They cause you pain when you hear them. Your mouth opens, and the same similar sounds echo from your mouth. Words that you don't understand. The figure on the bed closes their eyes and turns their head away. They speak more. You lower your head, looking down at the ground. The figure on the bed speaks some more. You respond. The figure nods, and then you turn. A breath. You take a deep breath, in and then out. Then you walk back down the stairs. And your eyes open.
Ah,
The figure you saw, you know who it was. Because you know who you were. Because the same figure that you were is now sitting in front of you on the bed. As in, Cricket is there. And the figure you saw in the dream was his brother.
oh my god. Okay, are we going back to the main map now? Or are we just gonna continue talking here in an endless black void?
Cut.
Your room returns to a room.
Cricket! What the heck was that?
He looks to you and then he says, my apologies. I did not mean for you to see that.
Eh. Was that a memory?
Correct.
That was your brother?
Correct.
What was his name? Tez Cat. She can't pronounce the name.
Tezcatlipoca.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what were you two talking about?
He pauses for a moment, and his gaze drifts to the window. He was commenting on how lovely the weather was today. That day.
Really?
He had just woken up.
That earlier vision I saw, the anomaly in my soul, that was you?
Well, yes, a portion of my soul has been put in you to form the pact.
Okay, I thought it was something a lot more concerning, but now that I realize that it's actually you who's doing it, that's actually really relieving.
We are connected.
More ways than one, I understand now.
He nods.
But, you seemed like you were, I don't know, a little frustrated with him? It was hard to make out. None of what you were saying made any sense to me. Like you were speaking in a different language entirely.
I do not see the appeal of darkness being lovely.
Hmm.
The void does not appeal to me.
That was just after what happened to my world. Was that it?
I do not remember.
Or was probably some other world? And I'm trying to connect the dots here. What exactly is your brother trying to do?
Make all worlds like the one you just saw.
In pitch darkness?
He um he pauses for a moment and then says, "That is his lovely day."
I can't even begin to comprehend as to why he would want that. I mean, no offense, Cricket. You are already an enigma to literally everyone else here, including me. So, I have no idea why your brother would even want that. Would even think that was nice.
1 second, Cicada. You wanted something, Neku?
I just wanted to ask some. My
Yeah.
soul was connected to Cicadas in that moment. Did Charlotte feel anything of the sort during that exchange?
I would say you could have witnessed it or seen it if you'd like.
Okay, that matters a lot how I play these, a few moments. So,
We will get to that in a little bit though. I'm gonna finish the cricket scene and then we can get to that if that's right.
I want to be in the.
Pardon?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I just wanna I just it'll just be easier that way because yeah.
No, I get you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Alright. So where were we? Right, you
It's
were
like
saying
she's commenting how is pitch darkness nice.
he reaches out and places a hand on your head.
She's gotten used to this by now.
It is not for mortals to understand an elder god. All you really need to understand is that is what he wants, and that is what we disagree on.
Okay. It's scary, you know? Being stuck in just pure darkness, not being able to see anything.
I know.
Or hear anything.
He nods.
That what's going to happen to this world?
It is what is going to happen to all worlds. I cannot stop him.
And that's why you're trying to locate all those magic stones.
Among other reasons, but that is the primary one, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me about this. I needed to hear it. I was getting a little concerned with the visions.
You feel his hand shift, and then he cups your cheek,
Huh?
still looking at you.
She's a little confused by this gesture.
Do you comment anything, or
No,
do you
not
just...
really. She doesn't say anything. Just stares.
He watches you for a time, and then he places the hand that is on your cheek on your shoulder, and then he says, I think the term would be daughter. Yes.
Oh my god. Now she's blushing. She still doesn't know what to say to any of this. It's like you really think of me as a daughter?
He seems to consider this for a moment, as if he's not sure himself. His gaze goes away for a moment, and then he looks back to you and then says, I believe that is the feeling, yes.
Oh my gosh. Like I'm trying to remember what it was even like to have parents. Gosh. You've always been looking out for me this whole time. Maybe you really are like my dad.
He lifts you up and he sits you in his lap.
Okay, this is getting weird. I'm sorry. I'm a bit too old for this.
He lets you go and then
Gets up.
says, he lets you go. Doesn't stop you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
As you approach the door, do you approach the door? Going to leave?
I was gonna approach the door, yeah.
As you go to reach for the door handle, your back is to him, and you hear him say, I love you. You turn to look back, and he's already gone.
Thank you. And then she leaves.
Alright. So, Charlotte, you saw the vision. What did you do?
There's a few key points Charlotte would like to discern, because she would immediately know this is not the right reality for her. So 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were gonna say something.
No, I just burped. Continue.
Oh, okay. 1. Mannerisms is very important for sure. When she saw the figure, what was his mannerisms?
Cold. Collected.
She noticed that he looked away while the figure that she was controlling, or who was controlling her mind, wrapped her hands into fists out of anger.
Yeah?
Charlotte wants to look at the person, see if she can recognize him anyway, or see if she can connect a feeling to it.
So,
Is that possible?
when he looked away, it was more like he was looking around, as if he was admiring the scenery, but it was just darkness.
Ah, okay. So that kind of mattered. Alright. Then, proceed as normal for that bit.
Alright. Cicada, is there any last things you would like to do?
I'm gonna go back downstairs, looking a little bit distraught, go over to the counter, and she's gonna say, can you put the kettle on? I need some tea.
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright.
And that's about it.
So, before we do anything else, you guys have all been having bits. I just want to ask Ryu this because he hasn't had a proper turn yet. Ryu, is there anything you would like to do?
He's just, I guess, this whole session, if he's not, when he's not on screen, and he's been okay, taking into consideration something that came up last session about how most of his power, how most of the power, or that has given him his tails up until this point, has come from Alex. He feels he has been neglecting his own natural born powers as a kitsune, and has been training them.
Alright. So, as you've been training them, you've been able to tap more into your tails, and you've realized that you actually have a lot more magic than you originally thought you did. And you're able to unlock the spells you'd normally get, the ones you get on level up. You know how you typically unlock spells every time? You unlock a couple of spells every time you go up levels, like level 3, level 5.
The magical bloodline thing?
Yeah.
What about it?
I'm adding flavor text. I'm saying this is the point when you realize you can cast more than just the basic spells you started with.
Oh.
As clerics. can learn all their spells. They just have to prepare them.
Like, you're realizing you have more magic power than you originally thought. It's still unrefined, but if you properly tapped into it, you're fairly confident you could use it to empower your spells even, with time.
This feels amazing. I had no idea. I knew I was neglecting my natural born abilities, but I didn't think it was holding me back this much.
Anything else you do?
He just resumes training.
Alright. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do?
No, I think I'm done.
think
Unless Charlotte decides to confront Cicada.
I would, but so Kate if she wants to actually confront Charlotte about it too.
Oh boy. I think we'll save that for next time.
I'm good.
Yeet. And Gorax is muted.
Yeah, I've pretty much done everything I intend.
Learning to relax.
Alright.
Congratulations, you now know how to relax.
Then, in that case, since I believe it's been 2 hours, we'll wrap the session up
Yeah.
here.
Alrighty.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Laters.